This is activity 1, lines that are translations from lesson 8, translating to y equals mx plus b. And when you take the graph of an equation and you slide it up and down the y-axis, that is a translation. The line is going to move parallel, but it's just going to change its position as it moves up and down the y-axis. And so they're giving you line F here, line F, and they're asking you, of these 4 other lines, which ones are translations of line F? And so once again, remember that a translation is a move in any direction, but all the points have to move parallel on that line. So I can move this line F in any direction, doesn't really matter where I move it, but all of those moves, all the points on the line F have to move with each other in parallel. So first of all, let's take a look at what the slope is for line F, and that will help us determine which of these other lines are translations. Don't have to guess that way. And the slope is the amount of change in the vertical direction, which is 3 units, compared to the amount of change in the horizontal direction, which is 4 units. And the slope of line F then is the vertical change compared to the horizontal change, which is 3 to 4, or 3/4. So you go 4 units in the horizontal direction, that means you go 3 units in the vertical direction, 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So that 3/4 slope, that's repeats. That's the part of the equation that repeats over and over and over again. And x is going to be the number of times that it repeats. So line H also has a slope of 3 units in the vertical direction for 4 units moved in the horizontal direction. So it moves 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it moves 3 units in the vertical direction, 1, 2, 3. So this is a slope of 3/4. So H is a translation of F. And actually, if you go to this point here and you slide this line F up 6 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it will land right on top of H. So H is a translation of F. And I is also a translation of F. And figure out the slope. For 4 units change in the horizontal direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a 3 unit change in the vertical direction, 1, 2, 3. So the vertical change compared to the horizontal change is 3/4. So if you take line F and you move it down 2 units, 1, 2, it will land right on top of line I. So now if you test line G, if you figure out the slope for line G, you get a slope of 1, or 4 units in the horizontal direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 units in the vertical direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that does not match. Okay, so if you compare line G and line F, if you go to this point right here where they intersect, and then you go over 4 units in the horizontal direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. You go up 3 units, you're going to get to line F, 1, 2, 3. So this is line F right here, and 4 units, 1 more unit to get to line G. So you see that line G goes up faster by 1 unit every 4 units in the horizontal direction. So G does not match F. J, of course, does not match F either. It's at a very different angle, so it's clearly not a translation. So if you look at all 3 of these lines then together, F has a slope of 3/4, I has a slope of 3/4, and H has a slope of 3/4. And so then if you answer the question, how is I and H, how are I and H are positioned compared to F? I is moved 2 units down. So if you slide I 2 units down, so wherever you go, I is 2 units lower than F. Wherever you go on F, go down 2 units, you get to I. If you go up 6 units, wherever you go on F and you go up 6 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're going to get to line H. So I don't think this fits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it doesn't fit. You have to go down one more point, one more space. So H is a translation of 6 units up of F, and I is a translation of 2 units down of f. And the reason we're doing this is because in equations, that part where you add the beginning amount, so y equals mx plus b, and the b stands for beginning, that is a translation up and down the y-axis, and that b tells you how many units you move that line up or down the y-axis.